Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. I am your host, Paulette Rees-Denis, here to bring you magic makers from around the globe, people who are creating change, who have small businesses, large businesses, hobbies, but they are creating the life of their dreams. And that, my friends, is what living is all about. So let us know how you like this episode. Please subscribe, and we'll see you there. Thanks for joining. All right, my friends, welcome to a special episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers with me, your host, Paulette Rees-Denis. And today we are bringing in a special guest, and many of you have met her before or seen her before, as she's been on the show before, but you may have even met her in person or in the virtual life that we all share. Christine Haviland is here from New Zealand, and we are here to talk about the gathering, the second annual virtual event from Global Caravan, and whatever else we decide we want to talk about. So there. Hi, sweetheart.
Good morning. Good afternoon there.
Good morning for her. Good afternoon for me. She's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Freaky. I'm already in the next day.
I know, that's so bizarre. Anyway, I'm so glad to see you. And, you know, I just love so much how we get to share our lives, our journeys, our creativity with the dance, through this global caravan enterprise, or whatever this worldwide movement that's growing and expanding and being so much a part of our lives. And I just so love what you are doing and what you have done over the many years. How many years have we been together?
Blah blah. But now I haven't actually done an anniversary. I see some of the girls have done theirs. I should actually do a timeline. Actually, yeah, you and I met in about, what was it? Well, I was following you before we met, but it was about 2009. I think it was 2009 actually. Yeah. Just a day or so ago.
Yeah, I know, right? Just yesterday. But from your beginning phases in Global Caravan and other adventures besides, and then through the years of the training and the travels we've been able to do together, which has been
fantastic.
So fantastic.
So many memories.
Such a blessing. Oh my God, such a blessing. And just to see your creative spark, your artistic dance genius ignite and flow through you, and the tribes you have created, the events you have created, and still being part of this circle, this collective, and to see how the dance has evolved through you. And that's what part of the gathering is about.
The gathering is about. Absolutely.
What do you see for this year's gathering?
For this year's gathering, I actually am excited about this one because the master teachers have taken it to another level. We've added the props, we've added our twist on things to the amazing Global Caravan format, and enhanced with everybody's flavor. So, I mean, it's an amazing format in its natural form. And then there's so many little twists and adds, props. You know, everybody has their own flavor that they've added to it as well. So it started and it's just grown. You know, it's spiraled. And there are so many things you can do with it. I think I say that in my my video actually, about there are so many more things. The Global Caravan format is it's user friendly, it's body friendly, and it's so
and comfortable
to wear, and age friendly. Absolutely age friendly. Absolutely. but it's so comfortable to wear. Basically, it's just comfortable to wear, and you can just dance with it and add your props to it and make it just an amazing flavor. We've just had a retreat recently, Tribal Low, and we did that. We actually talked about the one of my workshops was elements, and it was about the elements of the dance. And we did like the Moroccan box, low five, high five, and we kind of weaved our way through and brought everybody together. So we'd start with one thing and we brought the other in and just worked our way through it. And some of the girls since then have come back to me and said they added props to it and they tried different things with it. So we try a few things on my video with it, so with the sword. So have a look. But it's just fun to be able to see all the teachers here and their elements, because they bring it from different dance backgrounds as well. And so they bring their own elements into it. So every time you go to either the gathering or one of our events, you don't know what you're going to get. You know, you have this format. Where's it going to go this time?
Well, and the thing about that, and that's really important that you said that, is the theme of this year is roots. Because you got to have the roots. You got to have the structure and the format. And so many people forget that. And so many people get lazy around it. And it's one of the most important things when I see a lot of people dancing is that you got to have the roots. It's just like being a painter, right? It's like being a painter. You gotta have the tools, and from the tools your creativity can expand.
Absolutely, yeah. But you have to have a base ground, because you know, you go into dance with anyone. You know, the Australian, New Zealand girls get together when they can as well, which is so exciting, and they can just pick up the dance and dance with it together. You know, they can just pick up and they know the moves that they're going to go into, but you do have to have that base background. Some of the girls here say, can we come, that don't use our format, can we come? Absolutely, you can, but we're starting at this level. This is where we are. So the girls are already dancing this. They know what's going to happen. And they know where we're going to go from there. People not coming in, they may not know the roots, but you need to have that baseline. So you're starting to say, well, when we do this, this is where we're going to go. And some people say, how do you know that? This is our format. This is our base layer. This is what, you know, it's like a conversation. Yes. You're going to have this conversation. You're invited to join us, but you have to go with us.
But one of the most important things about that, not only is the technique and that basic language, but it's also learning how to be a dancer, right? It's learning how to use your eyes.
Yes, absolutely.
With your person, because it's a group dance. It's not a solo dance. So learning how to use your eyes, but also knowing what your body can do. Mm. So being so connected with your body and your strength and your tone, you know, no matter how old or how big or how small or how young, you know, whatever, all those things work in your favor if you have that connection with yourself.
And being body aware is a huge thing. I've seen a lot, as you have, a lot of the girls who come in to dance alongside me, just their journey alone, their journey with me, with Global Caravan, everything together, where I can see the journey come through their body, their life, and how it integrates into your life. You know, you don't wake up becoming a dancer. You know, you bloom into the dance, you become a dancer, and the dancer and you become one, and you flow with that. And as you start to grow, you're so self-aware. I think you go in, I went into this thinking I was very self-aware, but there's so much more growth as you become self-aware, and then you grow into the woman that you thought you were, but actually there were so many other facets to you that you awakened as you went. So I see them growing in their dance journey, and I'm loving watching them grow. And this year, actually, at our retreat, loving watching the dancers dance without me, which was, it's hard. it's hard to let go.
Mama.
But yeah, it was lovely to be so proud on the sidelines watching them dance and, just having that conversation about what they wanted to do, where we were going with it, advancing them and saying, on you go, it's your turn, it's your time. And seeing the older women in our dance group, and we have a lot of older women, but you come into it, you get up in the morning, you refresh yourself, you put a flower in your hair or whatever, and we all become one. We all just start dancing again. And it's that conversation. A lot of the women talk about, how do you know? And it's a connection, it's a conversation. Look at your partner.
Yes. And in fact, yesterday I was telling Christine that I started a new dance session, a beginning dance session yesterday. And I had, I don't know, eight or 10 women in class. And one of the women comes up to me afterwards and she goes, I don't know what that was, but I felt this connection. I'm like, that's the magic. That's the magic. She goes, how can I have more of that? I mean, she was just, oh my God. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. So it's really, it's so special.
And it's quite emotional.
We crave that. We crave that. Us women in today's days, especially
absolutely
after the COVID thing and we crave that intimate connection. Now, of course, the gathering is virtual. Thank God we have those possibilities, because that's so cool and has brought so many of us together from around the world. I mean, there's definitely nothing like being in-person connection, but the idea that we have this opportunity to see each other, meet like-minded people is so important, because sometimes we feel so alone, we feel so lonely, we feel like, who are my people, right?
It's invigorating when you find them.
And we need to come together as community, as tribe, as like-minded people, like what you're saying. And that's so beautiful. And so what are you, okay, oh wait, go on, you have something to say?
No, I just thinking back to our retreat recently, it was lovely to see some of the girls who we hadn't seen for a while, and when they came in, it was just instant back in again, and they said, this was so good, because you remember again. So yes, definitely, you go and you connect, but sometimes you go back to your life and disconnect again. So this way you're connecting and, creating and saying, let's stay in touch. Let's keep this going.
And know that that's there. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing, but just knowing that.
No, it's there. Yeah, no, it's there. So, right. So, sword and simplicity this time. So sword is my weapon of choice. I love sword.
You guys should see her with her sword.
It's so I think I mentioned it in the video. So people see sword as a prop. I see sword as a weapon of choice, and it's as a dance partner for me. And I want to move it around your body. So I want to see pathways of moving it around your body, so it's never too far from you. And working with some of our Global Caravan combos, it was fun to play with them and see what we came up with. And then, at the end, I've gone through a few combinations. And then at the end, I've gone through some group improvisation as well. So you get to see some of the girls dancing, and it's improvised. It's literally, I said to the girls, I've got an idea. And they said, okay, let's go. So we did. And they followed, and,
I love that moment of
they did it.
Yeah.
They just trusted, and we danced and we moved. And it's about simplicity of working with a sword, where you can do something as simple as Taksim Maya with this amazing piece of metal. And you see that flash of the metal, and you see it moving seamlessly around your body. There's nothing like it. It's amazing.
So beautiful. So, and, one of the important things I think that we should talk about is when you are in that creative zone. Now you know, have been with me for so long and certified and master teacher and la la la. There are times when you do create something that doesn't work.
Oh, absolutely.
And when all of us in our creative zones, and you know, me even developing this style is like, there were times when it's like, oh, I had this vision of this thing, and it's like, oh, that just sucks. That's just not going to work, you know. And it's like, what's going to work with us as a tribe? What's going to work as a group? What's going to work at this improvisational language? What's going to look good on our bodies? What's going to be safe? What's going to feel good? And that's really important. So you can't just go creating willy-nilly all over the place.
Not everything works, no.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It does absolutely take time, and it has to take that super deep connection.
Yeah. And your body knows that very often you go into class, and especially with girls who have got some experience, they've got to move, they're working alongside you, and suddenly somebody says, this doesn't feel right. What am I missing? And often it's a step, it's a misstep. It's not a wrong step, it's a misstep. And you realize, because Global Caravan is user-friendly, it's body-friendly. So if you suddenly are moving and you feel your gut tells you it's wrong, you've missed a step or something's happened, because there's no reason for it not to work. You know, so often you'll hear people say, I'm missing something. And often as you turn to look, or one of the other girls will say, oh, there's a step there. You've missed that. It's kind of right, left, and it's very easily interconnected with other moves. So if you suddenly finish on the wrong step, it's easy to kind of pull it back and see what you've missed.
And I think that's another point, even in that non-creation stage, but when you're looking back at the roots, how often I see dancers skipping steps.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like, come on, ladies, come back to your roots, or men.
Back to the roots.
Come back, dancers. Come back to the roots and use your body to create this expression, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we get lazy as
we all do.
dancers, you know.
Absolutely.
That's so important. And I see it. I see it in performances. I see it in, you know, when I see a lot of the dancers from around the world, it's like, well, what happened to your aerobic? Where's that rib lift? Or where's that, you know, that hip lift or whatever? And it's like, so what's so good is like coming back and keeping connected to the roots.
There's nothing like a video to show you how well you're performing. You know?
Oh, that was so true. Right? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. So anyway,
it's good.
I'm so excited about this year's event and all the things we have to offer and all the things that you're bringing. And again, you know, I said this, but I'm so excited to see your growth and expansion and how you carry on the legacy of Global Caravan.
Thank you.
And with your integrity as an artist, which is like, you know, praise be. So important, so important. And that we get to have this opportunity to connect with everybody, you know, around the world, and to share these visions, to share this dance, to share this connection. And what else? What else do you think about this gathering?
I think being able to see the master teachers as in their own backyard as such, where they're actually giving you, it's more than just about the format, because when you're talking, there are so many other things you're saying, which is what I love about a recording, because you're learning the steps, but as you're listening to the teacher or the dancer, there are so many other things they're saying to you. Or, you know, they're watching you can try this as well as this. And if you're here, you can go to here. So there are so many other jewels within that format that they're teaching you. So I'm excited to see the other dancers and so the other master teachers, and see what they've got to offer. And just being able to just have this in your pocket to go back to and look at again and again. Like in the beginning of mine, without giving too much away, is just I I go back, I tell you what we're going to have a look at, what the format is like first, how it can be with a prop, and understanding that it's going to change slightly with a prop. But you have to have the roots of the dance to build on. So this is your roots, and then you add the prop on top. And let me tell you, you adding a prop, you become your brain. I don't know about anybody else, but when you add a prop to something, it changes everything. The prop, you have to be at one with it. You have to know your what you're trying to achieve first, and then add the blade on top or basket or whatever. And as soon as you add a prop, your brain says, "Wait a minute, what? Something else?" And so you have to really think about what you're trying to achieve. So having it on a video, you can slow it down, you can look back, and you can have a look at how where's my arm supposed to be, So I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody breaks all that down. So I think this one, the first one was fabulous. We've learned so much from it. This one is even better, I'd say. I think so.
It's a little bit more focused and not
It
quite
is.
as intense. Not quite. I mean, the first one was like, we're going to give you everything in the
Oh,
world.
we're going to give you so much, which is great. And we learn so much. The first time you learn so much about what you can do. And the other thing is learning online. How much can you actually focus on? So bringing that content into manageable bites, I think will be great this year. And we all learn so much about what to offer people and what they're able to achieve. So lots and lots. And I think
to give really usable information and really exciting information, and going back to the roots, but also the expansion. So good.
Yeah, and so much more information. Having the booklet as well, because often when you look at something, there are things you may not quite pick up, but if you have it written as well, because every learner is different. So if you have it written as well, you can kind of look at both and go, oh, yeah, I get it. So yeah, so much to learn from. I mean, COVID has a lot to answer for, but it actually opened us up to a lot more platforms than we actually gave ourselves credit for being able to use.
Absolutely.
So definitely that's come on.
So good. It's so fun. It's just so fun.
And the other thing that will be good about it is being able to, which was one of my favorite things, being able to, the question and answers in the live sessions. I wasn't able to do as many, but that really garnered a lot of attention, and that was really good. So I'm looking forward to that part of it.
I know, and sometimes it's like 3 a.m. or midnight.
The good thing is you can put your video off and listen.
So good. Oh, well, I'm so excited to be able to share your sword work with everybody and to share you with everybody again.
Thank you. And, excited to be shown just a flavor. It's fun.
It's all good. It's all tools. It's all tools.
It is. It's tools.
Creation and connection, and still bringing the community together. So well,
look, my idea with the video was to show you, break it down, show you, different grip styles, things like that, and then give you an idea what you're going to achieve and show you, and then follow me, or that kind of thing. So every idea, it's just like a basic, and everybody is going to take that to a different level. They're going to, if you go in with an idea and just like pinpoint where to go from there, like drawing a pathway. You start here, you finish here, and there's so much Global Caravan in between.
So good. All right. Well, you guys out there, I hope you join us. Make sure you have all the links. November 9th through the 13th. Give or take a day or two, depending on where you are, if you're down or up in the world. We've got live chats, we've got workouts, we've got some beautiful 13 or so plus workshops, ritual celebrations, opening ceremonies, divine feminine honoring, journaling, all this stuff.
All the things. All the things you need. It's going to be fabulous. Yeah, looking forward to it. Everybody being there.
All right. Christine, thank you for taking time to spend with me.
Thank you. Lovely to see you.
We'll see you again soon.